Merry Christmas. I'd like to take you through 4 journals that I've made as stocking stuffers and in 2019, and these will go out tonight, Christmas Eve, to family members. I'm going to start with the most interesting one for me as a grandmother, which was an art journal for my granddaughter. What I did was take large tags, shipping tags, thank you Darlene, for the tags, and attach them to a 2.5-inch ring. My granddaughter then allowed me to scan pieces of her art, and I have made 4 cover sheets, which are her completed art. So there's this one, and there's that one. Then using public domain images, I did a color wheel and the definition of primary colors and the definition of secondary colors. And on the back of this, what complementary colors are and what they'll produce, and analogous colors and what they'll produce. Then the 3rd page in the book is again a drawing that she did and a quote, "Creativity takes courage." Then the rest of this book follows in the same format till the end. The first page, which is the smooth page, is cold press watercolor paper that I found at the thrift store, and then I backed that with sketch paper, again, that I found at the thrift store. So again, it's watercolor craft, and I have edged all of these in black to make them look like individual little frames. And then if you spin over to the back of the book, I have 2 more of her drawings, this one and this one, and another quote, and another one of her drawings. I was created to create. The idea behind this art book is that she can take off any of the art pages that she makes, any of her drawings, and then she can hang them up on a hook on her wall. So this is the art journal. The next one is a gift for another one of my granddaughters. It is a comic book cover. The comic book is vintage, but it was too damaged to be of value except to be used and reused. The clutch is held together with a snap. It has pockets on the inside with paper that she can write on. There's a 4-pocket flap in the front and a 4-pocket flap in the back. The lining paper is very bright wrapping paper that I covered with gesso to tone it down. I ironed food grade beeswax onto the front and onto the inside to make them somewhat water resistant, and it gives it a really nice feel and durability to it. And then on the inside I used up pages from crafting this year with some stamping. So there's different kinds of paper, there's dyed paper, and this book has 1 signature in it, and there's a note that goes in each one of these that says I will replace this signature 3 more times, giving her a total of 4 signatures, and then I'll bind those together at the end of the year if she uses her book, her little clutch here, for something that she wants to keep. If she just uses it for what she has to do at school or jotting down lists or stuff, then she can just throw away the signature that she's used, and I'll replace it with another one. This next clutch journal is for my daughter-in-law, and what's nice about this one is Riley, the artist, she was over visiting and she designed the inside of this journal. So she decided, she picked out the flowers out of a book that I had and fussy cut them out. Then she decided how she wanted this ombre look using acrylic paint. She painted the paper bag. Both of the clutch bags, by the way, sorry, are paper bags underneath. She painted the clutch. Then she glued on, Mod Podged on the fussy cutting. And then she Mod Podged over that the butterflies with a napkin. This clutch has 2 signatures and a large tag. I need to add some fiber to the top of that. And again, I don't think that my daughter-in-law is a journaler, but she does keep lists and grocery lists, and so it's just for whatever she wants to keep in it, and I'll replace these two inserts once, so that again she has 4 if she wants to keep them. The outside of her journal and the inside is also, so this is craft paper, and then I've Mod Podged these flowers and added the lace, and again it is beeswax so that it will repel water when she takes it out into the public. And the final one is for my daughter who loves frogs, as many of you know. And this again is a paper bag onto which, using Heat and Bond, I ironed fabric and made this little pouch. And trying something new, which I love to do, I made paper fabric. And there are many YouTube videos on how to make paper fabric, and it's quite hard. So I laid the fabric down, and then onto the back of the fabric I Mod Podged pattern tissue paper patterns, because I have lots of them, and ended with a final layer of paper. And then again, this, I envision this will be like a grocery list, shopping list, things that she needs to do. And whether or not she actually uses this bag with this, I don't know, but I envision this being thrown in her purse, and it's again quite sturdy. And then there's a second one. I was very impressed with how hard this gets to be. So if you have, if what you want to use on a cover is fabric, but you don't have anything hard to heat and bond your fabric onto, don't be afraid to make fabric paper. It is like very sturdy, and I have lots of fabric as a sewer. So again, these go in here. I hope everybody had a marvelous year, and I look forward to seeing your videos and what you're making, and making more videos for you in 2019. Merry Christmas.